The rain hasn't stopped for 3 days. It feels like the world is weeping with me. Every corner of this house screams his name. Liam. It's been 6 months, but the silence he left behind is louder than any storm. They say time heals all wounds, but my time stopped the day I lost him. This house, our home, feels more like a museum of memories now. His favorite armchair, the half-finished book on the nightstand, his worn-out jacket still hanging by the door. Each object is a ghost. Tonight, the grief is a physical weight. I can't breathe. I wander through the rooms, my fingers tracing the dust on shelves we were supposed to fill together. My eyes land on it, the old radio, a clunky, vintage thing he found at a flea market. He spent weeks fixing it, his brow furrowed in concentration, a smudge of grease on his cheek. "It has stories to tell, Elara," he'd said, his eyes sparkling. "We just have to listen." We'd spend hours by the fire, twisting the dial, listening to forgotten songs and distant stations crackling through the static. It was our thing. I haven't touched it since he was gone. My hand trembles as I reach for the power knob. A click, a low hum, and then static. A sea of white noise. It's comforting in a way, filling the suffocating silence. I close my eyes, leaning my head back, letting the sound wash over me. I twist the dial just like we used to. More static. Hisses and pops. I'm about to turn it off. This whole thing is just making it worse. But then, through the wall of static, something shifts. A whisper. I lean closer, my heart suddenly hammering against my ribs. It sounds familiar. Elara. No, it's impossible. I'm just tired. I'm imagining things. The grief is making me hear things. I squeeze my eyes shut. Elara. There it is again. Clearer this time. Cutting through the noise. It's his voice. It's Liam's voice. My breath catches in my throat. My mind is screaming that this isn't real, that I'm losing it. But my heart aches with a desperate hope. Liam? I whisper to the empty room, my voice choked. The static crackles, and then his voice, faint but unmistakable, comes through again. The place where we first saw the stars. The static swells, swallowing his words, and then silence. Just the hum of the radio and the drumming of the rain. I stare at the radio, my mind racing. The place where we first saw the stars. What does that mean? My hands are shaking uncontrollably now. Was it real? Did I just hear my dead partner's voice through an old radio? Or is this just a cruel trick of a grieving mind? The logical part of me is screaming, but another part, a part I thought had died with him, is clinging to those words. The place where we first saw the stars. I remember. A blanket on a hill just outside of town. A meteor shower. The first time he told me he loved me. It was our place. A wave of adrenaline washes over me, pushing back the tide of grief. I don't know what this is. I don't know if I'm going crazy. But for the first time in 6 months, a tiny flicker of something that isn't pain ignites within me. It's a clue. It's a thread. And I have to follow it. I have to know. Tomorrow I'm going to that hill. I have to see what's there.